Call this meeting to order this January the 11th council committee meeting. Ms. Gibson, call the roll, please.
Vice Mayor Fennell. Here. Councilman Alexander. Here. Councilman Fan. Here. Councilwoman George.
Here.
Councilman Hayes.
Present.
Councilwoman Love. And Councilman Overton.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. In your package, you have December 14, 2021 council committee meetings. Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
Motion's been made by Councilman Alexander, seconded by Ms. George. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Passed unanimously. At this time, it's public recognition. Anybody wishing to speak, please come to the podium, give us your name and address, and please limit your time to 5 minutes. Anybody wishing to speak? Seeing none, I'll close public recognition. Mayor's comments.
Thank you, Councilman Overton. I just want to extend a huge thank you to our city employees who worked so hard last week during the snow, kept our roads cleared, picked up our trash, kept all our trucks running. Our compliments certainly to our Public Works Department, to our Fire Department, to our Police Department, our Utility Department. I think those are the folks who kind of bore the brunt of the weather impact, and they did a great job. I think if you look at some of the complaints in the cities around us, we had a lot of compliments, and that's really unusual, and that's a huge compliment for our city. And so I think you all agree that they did a fabulous job, and we're so fortunate.
Absolutely.
And I do wanted to just say, I think we're all aware that COVID is heavy among us, and so the time for caution is back on us. And so I think I heard a statistic yesterday that in Davidson County, 1 in 33 people has COVID currently. And I did learn from a phone call today that there are some concerns with our local hospitals. So just be cautious. Try and stay away from people. Even if you think it's a cold or a sinus or weather or allergies, be prudent and don't risk spreading it around. So just use caution, be considerate, be kind, be respectful.
Into that.
And I'm glad that everyone here is doing well.
Fine. Thank you, Mayor. This time we're going to the agenda. Nick Tuttle, City Engineer.
The first item on the agenda is somewhat informational, but I'm requesting. The first item on the agenda is somewhat informational, but I would like a little bit of guidance from you all. I was approached by a citizen back a couple of months ago, and I know he finally made his way to the mayor's office last week and tried to get the item on the agenda he's noticed that there is an alley that is adjacent to the property of the First Baptist Church on Winchester Street that does not have a name. I won't bore you with the history of the alley. It doesn't have it's had some names over the years, but it does not have a sign and does not have a name in our system, and so it could be named whatever we want. There are no homes that front on it, no driveways that access it, but it connects Winchester Street and Bledsoe Street. And this citizen had asked to a name, and he's offered a couple of suggestions. I know he's talked with Councilman John D. Alexander. And we come to you first to kind of give you an opportunity to weigh in if you have an opinion on that, or if you'd like to just tell me to kind of go ahead and work off of. I know some of you have talked to this gentleman. He'd like to kind of keep it a surprise and not throw the name out there because he would like to honor someone with the name of this roadway. And so I see a bunch of people kind of want to jump in. So
I don't know how many of you are clued in, but that gentleman he's referencing is sitting in the audience tonight. You might wave, and he has the idea that name,
We do.
that street be named in honor of someone.
Do what you need to do, Nick.
Do what you need to do, Nick.
Okay, so the first step would for me to be to take the potential name to E911, get that approved. I'll take it to the Planning Commission. In 2 weeks from yesterday, they'll give the thumbs up. It'll be back to you at your next work session meeting following that. And hopefully, by the time February rolls around, we can have a name for that street and it can
Sounds
be
great.
unveiled.
We'll have one.
Thank you,
for
Mr.
sure.
Tuttle.
Good.
Appreciate
Sir,
you.
appreciate it.
Ms. Connie Flood. HR.
Good evening. We're requesting through the resolution to amend the definition of the military leave. We want to move to the hours that are scheduled for the employee. So,
You want to explain a little bit more what you mean by hours?
sure. Right now, we'll look at the fire department. They use 11.2, which matches like their holiday hours, and we're going to move to the hours that they currently are scheduled to work. And research has been done. We spoke to legal at MTAS, and they're advising that that's the best for the city.
Any questions? Is there a motion to move it on?
Second.
Motion been made and properly second. Any further discussion?
I'll say just a couple of things. This was something that we heard from a lot of the fire department on when we did a survey some time ago. In essence, because their weeks are different than, say, a city hall employee's work week, they were eating into their personal leave for military time. And so this will eradicate that impact. And I think it's a good thing to do for our employees.
Any other comments? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Passed unanimously. Item number 3, Ms. Flood.
This resolution is to basically add an opportunity for Allstate to put in front of the employees for voluntary benefits 2 other options. That's a term age 100 life and a 24-hour accident. It's just additional options for the employees.
No cost to the city. No cost to the city.
That is correct.
Do I hear a motion?
Second.
Motion been made and properly second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed unanimously.
Thank you.
Item number 4, Ms. Nichols.
We have the October and November financial statements in the packet for your review. Our collections are coming in good this year for the property tax. Our sales tax continues to do outstanding. We've had 8 months in a row with over $1 million collected each month. So we're all excited to see what the December numbers look like, but we won't get those until February. But we're having good reports and solid financial.
Any questions for Ms. Nichols?
Thank you for all you do, Ms. Nichols.
Thank you very much. That concludes our agenda. We'll go to other business. Any other business? Anybody have any other business? Miss Mayor?
I have one thing. This is a road closure requested, maybe more than one road closure, but I'll take them as I come to them. The first is a road closure requested for September 24th. It's for Saturday from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. It's for the Gallatin Farm to Table Dinner. In the, actually, I don't think they marked, this isn't
Just in
consistent.
the L of the square, I think.
It's the L of the square, but it's not consistent with, their top and their bottom's not consistent. Looks like they basically want it closed from 6 a.m. until midnight. 6 a.m. till midnight on Saturday, the 24th of September. And they're requesting cones, has all the department head signatures, all the impacted businesses in that L of the square that are open on that Saturday. And
They've all agreed.
that's it.
Any discussion on it?
They've agreed to do it? The businesses have?
Yeah, well, they just sign off saying that they are
Right.
not aware of it and okay with it.
Any other discussion? Is there a motion?
Pass that.
Motion been made properly second. All in favor? Any opposed? Passed unanimously. Thank you, Mayor. Anything else, Mayor? Any other business? Department heads?
Quickly in front of you, you have a big chart like this. Hopefully you can read it. If not, we can provide a bigger print for you. It is a update of the traffic counts that are done by TDOT each year. There's a few stations that they did not do in 2021, or they haven't reported those yet. Maybe they'll come in a little bit later. One thing you'll notice here is in highlight in yellow and also in red numerals are roadway segments or count stations where essentially the volume exceeds the normally accepted volume for a roadway at level service D. So these are the roadway segments or count stations where we obviously have congestion issues. So you'll see those, and they're highlighted in yellow, and then if they're highlighted in orange or kind of pink, I guess, depending on how you see that color, those are nearing capacity. They're not over capacity, and I shouldn't say capacity, but capacity at level service D. There is a level service E and F, which is, F obviously is failure. So you can see the trends here, obviously, where years, for example, on State Highway 109, which is just across the Cumberland River, it was over capacity for many, many years. But now that they finished that road, it's not over capacity, so we don't have a congestion problem, or shouldn't have a congestion problem on those roads. So you can see the trends that have developed over a long period of time here. And this is one way we can track how we're doing to manage congestion. So be glad to answer any questions, or
Any
offer
questions for
Nick
Mr.
to answer some
McCord?
questions on that too.
Any questions? Seeing none, thank you, Mr. McCord. Any other department head? Seeing none. Is there a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion been made and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.
12 minutes.